Alright, my name is Thomas, and today we're going to go over a brief thing of Autodesk Inventor 2014. So, first of all, let's go over where you can get the software. It always opens up over there. So, the website that you want to go to is students.autodesk.com. And then you get to this nice website and you see the whole home page, and then what we want to do is we want to scroll down to secondary students. Then you can read some of this if you want, and these are all of the different programs you can get. You can get any of these programs, but for right now what we want to learn is Inventor Professional. If you don't know what Inventor Professional is, it is a program that is like a CAD, but it's free for 3 years for students. All you need is a .edu email address, and you can get it for 3 years. Okay, for right now, we want to sign in or create an account. I already have an account, and I already have it downloaded, so I'll see you in a minute. Hopefully you download Autodesk Inventor Professional 2014, because that's the program we're going to be using, and if you see something that is not like mine, then it will not be wrong, but it won't look the same. So if you're doing a tutorial on this and you're trying to learn, try to stay with 2014, because that will be what the class is going to go over. Alright, now we're going to Autodesk Inventor Professional 2014. This is the main screen that loads up all the time whenever you're signing in. So, Autodesk Inventor Professional 2014, don't really have to worry about learn or extend unless you're just trying to learn something small. There's different little projects to do. Some of them are really cool, but yeah. So we go over to work. It says new open projects. So for right now, we want to just open a new. Don't have to worry about assemblies for right now, drawing, or presentation. What we want to learn right now is standard. Sheet metal, that's for something completely different, but for right now, let's just click standard. IPT. Don't mind my chair squeaking. Okay. Alright, this is what you see when you first come on. So let's just cover some things. When you're on Autodesk, you don't really have to know from manage to close. But for right now, we just want to learn new and export. So new is just for new file, or new assembly, new drawing, new part, new presentation. Open, you can open your projects or parts. Save, always save if you're working on a project or making parts for a project. If you don't save, you might be in a deep creek without a path. And export. Save as and export. Export for right now, don't really have to worry about, but it's always a good thing to look at. But eventually we'll go over this in another lesson. Okay, so for right now we don't have to worry about any of the 3D. We just want to learn about sketching. But let's go over this real quick. So that's new. This is open, save, undo, redo, local update, selecting faces, edges, materials. Then these are the colors and materials you can use. Let's go to origin. You can learn some of the, that's your YZ, that's your XZ, this is your XY, your X, your Y, your Z. When you're working on 3D objects, you always have a Z, because an X and a Y's are flat. Alright, right now we want to left click on this little down arrow, and we'll see create 2D sketch and create 3D sketch. When you're beginning a sketch, most of the times you're going to create a 2D sketch. Like I said before, you can come over here and you can see all the different planes. So because XY is the front, we want to click on that. You can either click on that or you can click on the actual screen. These are all the different things you can use to create a part. This is what you will be using a lot. But as you go down, you'll see your constraints, your patterns, your modify layout, insert and format. Well, this is just draw. That's not really needed to know. But there, when you scroll down, you can see there's different types of each thing except for line, rectangulars, 2, 3, tangent, slot, splines. And then you can see your ellipse, equation, curve, point, text, polygon, fillet. Don't worry about that for right now. Dimension, you use that a lot, and I'll show you an example of that in a couple minutes. Your constraints, this is what you will be using to make your part cleaner and more efficient. Patterns, a mirror would be just mirroring the image on a certain access point. Circular, it will make a pattern around a certain circumference. Rectangular, make it over a box. Let's click that because that bothers me. Move, copy, rotate, split, extend, trim, scale, stretch, offset. These are all different things you can use. Move would be move, copy is copy, rotating is rotating, split. You can split two different curves. You can extend an image or extend curves. You can trim certain lines that don't need to be there anymore. This is a really useful tool. Scale, you scale an object, stretching an object, offset. Offset duplicates a sketch and can make it, so say if I had a circle, let's just make a circle to show offset. And we want this to be an offset circle. We could just do that and it makes almost like another circle around it. Identical. Let's just get rid of that. Alright, now what we want to do is we want to create an image. So for right now, let's create a simple 3D object. We'll create a vase. So, or a water bottle or whatever. You can make the same thing out of one shape. But to make a water bottle, you would have to make two parts and assemble it. Now, what we want to do is we want to go to Arc. We click right here. We want to click on Spline. That's what we want to do. To make a vase, you can click that, 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 that. Kind of almost looks like a, I don't know if you ever seen like a flask. It's almost like that for right now. Then we want to create a line. Let's make this line a certain size. So this is when dimension comes in handy. That's 12. So we want this to only be about 5 inches. So there. Got that on there. So this is just way too long. Actually, no, not make that 5. Want to finish the sketch. I'll create another thing after this so we can just go over. What we want to do is we want to revolve this right here. Click on it. Oh yeah, around this point. So it creates like an almost goofy, really goofy shape, like a hat. Yeah, this is one of the craziest faces you will ever see. So now, what we want to do is we want to make a shell. And we want it to be what am I doing? Yeah. Okay, maybe it doesn't pick up that this is a face, I'm guessing. Yeah. But all we would do is we would want to make a 3D object on top of this. I probably should have started out with a line, I wasn't thinking, but yeah. So now what we want to do is let's just make a new project, left click on that, and what we want to do is when we're creating an image, what we want to do is always click on create a 2D sketch. We're going to create that. We can go over here. Whenever you're creating a 2D sketch, you have all of these different things that you can use, which are really useful. But we just want to use these right now so we can get a basic understanding of how to use these utensils. That's a wrong word, but these applications. Constraints, we'll get into that in a couple of minutes. Patterns, we won't do any of that for right now. Modify, we probably will go over that. And then we will see how we are. Alright, what we want to do is we want to left click on line. We want to pick 2 points. Boom, boom. Let's make another one. Doom, doom, doom. Okay. So what I want to do is I want this line right here to be the same size as that and that and that. What we will do is we want to click on equal. So we want this line right here to be as big as that. Well, that's wrong. And this line as big as that line, and that line as big as that line. And now what we want to do is we want to make these 2 lines tangent. Oh wait, what am I thinking? So now we have almost an equal shape. I want this to be right there to on there. There to okay. Let's make another center. Okay, there we go. Now we got this diamond-like shape, so we want to put a circle on the inside of this. So we want to find the center and just let's make it about right there. Okay, so this is just a basic understanding of how to use things. You can see how you can use all these. So for that type of line, you would make that, then that, then that. So now you click on tangent circle. So we want to circle there to there to there, and it makes a circle. Arc, it's kind of like the same. There's a 3-point, boom, boom, boom. Then there's the tangent, so it's boom and boom. And the center point, so you can make that. Rectangle, there's a 2-point, 3-point, 2-point, and a 3-point. So here's the 2-point, simple. Then we'll go 3-point, boom, boom, boom. Then we'll go 2-point center. You can see the differences between all of them. 3-point center. I haven't really used much of slot yet, so I'm not really good with that. Spline, you make 3 different points and it will make it. Then you could just go down and then you can constrain them to be how you want them to be. But that's about it, and hope you find this useful. Thank you.